I was born in Obregón, Sonora. My daughter was born in Nogales, Arizona. We are binational. We come here in Nogales, Sonora almost every single day. I sometimes sleep on Nogales, Sonora, and when I'm traveling this way, I see a lot of parents with their kids getting breakfast at the border as they're waiting for line to cross to school.
Mucha gente tenía familiar allá y iba a tener niños allá, a Estados Unidos, y se venía para acá otra vez y ya los niños podían ir a estudiar allá. Y aquí en México hay en lo que es la universidad y eso es más barato que en el otro lado, pues entonces sí hay gente que viene a estudiar aquí a México.
アメリカとメキシコの国境にノガレスという町がある。国境の両側で同じ名前で、アメリカ側をノガレスアリゾナ、メキシコ側をノガレスソノラと呼ぶ。もともとはメキシコの一つの町だったが、1850年代に現在の国境線が確定したことで、町がアメリカとメキシコに分かれた。国こそ異なるものの、コミュニティとしてはほぼ一体だ。このノガレスにバイトという非営利組織がある。地域の子どもたちにテニスや教育プログラムを提供している団体だ。2つのノガレス、とりわけノガレスソノラの貧しい子どもたちはテニスや教育の機会が限られている。そんな子どもたちに機会を与えるために設立された。取材班はバイトがプログラムを提供しているメキシコのスラム街の教会を訪れた。
Alrededor del centro es una comunidad de bajos recursos, gente muy necesitada. Vemos a los muchachos que vienen aquí sin bajos recursos, los atendemos sobre todo en lo espiritual, en la amabilidad con ellos, qué es lo que necesitan. Y trabajo no tenemos para ellos aquí, nos llegan entre lo que son albañiles y todo, pero sí les damos herramientas para que ellos puedan salir a trabajar en la seguridad con ellos mismos, en la alegría, que se sientan alguien que los quiere y los acompaña.
Bueno, en algunos lugares en los que trabajamos son parte de la localidad, son familias que quieren traer a sus hijos a trabajar con nosotros. Por otra parte, trabajamos con una casa hogar, donde ahí dan soporte a ciertas niñas que no tienen padres.
バイトは元プロテニス選手のチャーリー・カトラーが2015年に設立した。ランキング上位ではなかったが、プロとして世界中の大会に出場している。その時の体験がベースにある。
I've been very lucky in my life. I've played tennis. I've gotten to travel the world to play tennis. It's really kind of influenced my life in ways that I can't even really explain. And so it's become important to me to be able to share that experience with others and to really use this kind of very specialized expertise as a power for good and a motivator for change. Kid in Mexico needs tennis just as much as a kid in Arizona, and so if I was able to work with kids on both sides, it seemed like an opportunity both to give services to communities that need it, but also to use our work as an example of the way that I think that our country should interact.
バイトはストーリーテリングという教育プログラムを提供している。家族や日々の生活、学校のことなど、自分の身の回りについての写真を撮り、それぞれの写真に自分の言葉で解説を加え、その画像をつなげ動画にしていくというプログラムだ。バイトがストーリーテリングを始めたのは、自分たちが暮らす国境のコミュニティに誇りを持ってもらうためだ。トランプ政権になって以降、国境はドラッグや犯罪者の温床として語られることが増えた。だが、国境で暮らす人々の大半は普通の住民だ。子供の撮る写真には国境のカルチャーがにじみ出る。自分の生活を可視化する作業を通して、コミュニティを見直してほしいという思いが込められている。
En una situación como esta, programas como Byte pueden apoyar a combatir esa narrativa negativa que se les da a las comunidades y más en México, ¿no? Que en Estados Unidos. Byte ayuda a cambiar esa conciencia negativa a través de las historias, reuniendo testimonios auténticos de personas que vivimos en la frontera y que podemos dar nuestra propia perspectiva de lo que es vivir en frontera.
We want young people to be able to tell their own story through their own eyes, so people like you and others will have something to relate to and say, okay, 10 years old in Nogales living a very dangerous situation. Yeah, that's what you read this morning, but why don't you read what this 10-year-old wrote? That's the perspective we want to provide, and I think Byte has completely changed the story.
国境の街ノガレスソノラではアメリカ向けに製品を輸出する工場が拡大している。マキラドーラだ。アルマコタがエグゼクティブディレクターを務めるフェサックは地元の企業経営者を基盤としたコミュニティ財団でノガレスソノラのコミュニティビジネスを支援している。地元経済の発展によってフェサックの活動も拡大している。
Maquiladoras here in Nogales have been very stable. In the last few years, I'm probably talking about 3 or 4 years, many of the maquiladoras that are here have been increasing the number of employees that they have. So we may not have many more maquiladoras than many years ago, but the number of employees that they have has grown increasingly. We've seen the wages go up quite a bit in the last few years because of the shortage of employees. And that's good for the local economy because people make more money, can buy more products, and have a better quality of life overall.
ノガレスの郊外には新たに生まれている中間層向けの新興住宅が続々と誕生している。
We have a couple of projects like this all over the city that confirm that the growth of the business it's just very stable and steady, and also a lot of the people who are currently college graduates in engineering, accounting, etc. are seeking to live here. The growth and the need for housing it's a day-to-day basic requirement in our community, but so is the need for parks and for schools around these communities.
ノガレス経済の拡大とともにコミュニティビジネスも成長している。障害者を雇用して車椅子や義足を作るこの会社もフェサックや企業のサポートでビジネスを立ち上げることができた。
When we started with wheelchairs, we wanted a wheelchair that would last. Number one, was easy to fix, that parts can be found anywhere in Mexico. So if this chair breaks, if it breaks, I haven't seen one that breaks yet in my 8 years, you can easily repair it. The biggest challenge is rely on organizations like FESAC to find sponsors for people that cannot pay the entire fee. Because even with all these donations that we get from different sources in the US and from Mexico, we still have expenses that we have to face. Cash flow it's a constant problem. These are some of the examples of what people have to do in order to walk again. You can see this one made of fiberglass. This is a branch tree. The guy was carving in it and putting foam to walk. This was made of parts from an old washing machine. The prize winner is that wooden leg. You know, people want to go back to work. They want to go back to school. They need us. They come in with this. They go out like, that's what we do.
2018年12月、バイトはノガレスソノラでイベントを開いた。2つのノガレスの交流を深めることが目的だ。国境フェンスの目の前で地元バンドによる演奏の中、子供たちがテニスやアートを楽しんでいた。イベントは大きな盛り上がりを見せた。
It's a public event, so we're hoping that people will come in who are waiting in line to cross the border. A lot of times the wait can be quite long, so while they're waiting, we'd love for their kids to come play some tennis, do some art with us. We have such strong partnerships on both sides in the community, and it's really a great opportunity for us to introduce our two sides and the people that are a part of our program to each other.
Well, we can come eat, get a haircut, have lunch, have dinner. I like that it's not only tennis, it's other activities. So we get to draw, we get to paint, we get to make stories. So it's not just tennis. We get two different sides.
I'm worried because I have family here. Like my grandma, it's down here, and she's old, and she cannot be crossing very often. So we come and visit her. So yeah, we're scared about that.
Tennis was actually really big in Mexico and the border region when I was growing up and actually disappeared. We have no more tennis courts. We're looking to build a few more tennis courts now so kids in Mexico can live the same life as kids in the United States. We're actually looking into establishing Nogales, Sonora, Nogales, Arizona as a metropolitan region where we're going to be working on projects like an airport that's going to benefit both cities, industrial parks that are going to be located right on the border, which is really interesting. We're going to be taking advantage of the low cost, low wages on the Mexican side and exporting a lot of the things into the United States.
Abuelos y usted, del presidente, acá por la Maclovia Herrera.
We have close relationships through arts and culture, through recreation, through sports, through medicine, through actually I guess you could even go and say the food that we enjoy eating, the music we enjoy listening and dancing to is the same on both sides of the border. So there's a lot of things that bond us and bring us together. You could even say religion, because I think Catholicism has been the prevalent religion for centuries here already. Everybody takes care of their own boundaries. Mexico takes care of their boundaries. But we don't want to go to the extremes either. We want to keep it in a friendly and make them realize that this friendship has been going on for over a century. We just need to work together to make it more beneficial for everyone.
Well, I know the President of the United States is being like very strict with their policies, but well, we don't have time to worry that much of him because we're very, very busy having fun in the border.
実際に壁こそ建設されていないが、移民枠の減少や関税措置によってトランプ政権は事実上国境を閉ざしつつある。だが彼らは人々の交流と相互理解によって再び国境が開いていくと信じている。